This is the L2C Media Network, and this is the L2C Sports Final Later than Usual edition, sponsored by the L2C Media Network. And now here he is, a man who doesn't know the meaning of the word sleep. In fact, he doesn't know the meaning of the words quantum. Steve, the Baxman Baxley. Yeah, that's right. I don't know the meaning of a lot of words, like, geez, what's going on TV? My God. FS1 is showing reruns of an old show called Roller Games, which was done by Chet 40. And it was like, I'm just going to say it, the old roller derby, but it was okay. It showcased Shelly Jamison, a former Phoenix, Arizona anchor woman, and her, shall we say, tremendous assets that she showed in Playboy, and it cost her job. So let's just get going here. I got a full hour of this show, and yes, I will do so. Did you take your square medicine? I think it's still in your room. Okay, thank you, my boss. Anyway, as we were saying, let's get to it because we got a lot of sports. It's still night. I gotta tell you this, folks. If we can kiss the college football season adios. But then again, hey, that's just me. So here we go, roll by roll. Let's go to it. Let's get to the headlines. All right, the play-in series for the West playoff spot. It's, well, now guaranteed. Wow. Let's talk about that for a moment. If we're ready. Fans who are hoping for a play-in series for the final postseason spot in the Western Conference, you got your chance. Memphis Grizzlies were in the driver's seat for the spot at the onset of the Orlando restart, but the Grizzlies have struggled immensely in the bubble and dropped 5 of their first 6 seeding games. With their 108-99 loss to the Toronto Raptors on Sunday, the Grizzlies guaranteed that a play-in series would take place in order to trigger such a series. The 9th-seeded team in the conference needs to finish within 4 games of the 8th seed when the season is complete. That's mathematically guaranteed to happen now. Now, the idea of a play-in series for the final spot in the conference was added by the NBA prior to the restart of the season. The idea behind the series was to give teams in the hunt a fair opportunity to compete for the spot, even though they wouldn't have the full 82-game slate to do so. Now, in the series, the 8th seed team will only need to win once in order to claim the final playoff spot in the conference, while the 9th seed team would need to win 2 in a row before the 8th seed team wins once. So, the Grizzlies still hold a slim lead in the race for 8th, but the Trailblazers, Spurs, and Suns are all within 2 games of Memphis, with a couple of games remaining for each team. According to ESPN, the Grizzlies have a 62% chance of securing. Geez. There we go. of securing the final seed and playoff picture after Grizzlies lost to Raptors on Sunday. Rookie point guard Ja Morant wasn't interested in discussing a potential play-in series. Now, the NBA seeding slate runs through Friday, August 14th. The Western Conference play-in game is scheduled for Saturday, August 15th at 2:30. Should the ninth seed win that game, the two teams would play again on Sunday, August 16th at 4:30. Both games will be on ABC. Now, whichever team ultimately ends up clinching the final spot in the West will face off against Ron, Anthony Davis, and the Lakers, who secured the top overall seed in the conference last week. That's your NBA report right there. And if you're ready for this. All right. Now, conference commissioners met Sunday to discuss the viability of playing the 2020 college football season this fall amid that COVID-19 pandemic. Now, multiple sources tell our friends at CBS Sports the commissioners will meet again tomorrow morning. The acknowledgement from the highest-ranking athletic voices in the conference is that playing college football or any sports this fall is unlikely. ESPN first reported what was deemed an emergency meeting, citing several sources. However, the Sunday meeting was previously scheduled and not unplanned, sources told CBS Sports. Big Ten Commissioner Bob Bowlesby told CBS Sports on Sunday night, "It's an ongoing conversation we've been having for weeks. We talk almost every day. I'm not aware decisions have been made." He also added, "You don't want to believe everything you read. It was a regularly scheduled call. We talked about a whole bunch of different things. All of us would be less than honest if we wouldn't acknowledge that the trend lines are troubling, and the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks have not been very positive." CBS Sports reported Saturday that two Power 5 athletic directors deemed the cancellation of fall sports in the 2020 college football season as inevitable, conclude talks within their respective conferences. Now, neither AD wished to be identified, but they seem to agree. College football in 2020 will not happen. A recent discussion among Big Ten presidents was reported to be the impetus for the meeting, as league presidents appear to be leaning towards canceling their conference's season and hope to see where the ACC, Big 12, Pac-12, and SEC stood. Now, the Big Ten presidents have yet to vote on whether to cancel fall sports in 2020, CBS Sports reported Saturday. Bowlesby is not sure where the Power 5 conferences will be, Bowlesby is not sure whether the Power 5 conference will be united on a decision to cancel the season. He did say, ultimately, we have to do what's best for our league. Now, as you all know, the MAC on Saturday became the first conference to cancel its college football season. UConn, an independent program, canceled its season on Wednesday. Now, more than 30 Power 5 players, including multiple potential first-round draft picks, have opted out of playing in 2020, citing health concerns. Now, Pac-12 presidents will meet in a regularly scheduled call on Tuesday. A Power 5 source told CBS Sports they believe the Pac-12 is very close to voting. The ACC, Big 12, and SEC have also regularly scheduled meetings in the coming weeks. Now, the Big Ten on Saturday announced it was indefinitely delaying a move to Phase 3 of practice would have allowed players to use paths. The Detroit Free Press reported that Big Ten Commissioner Kevin Warren is believed to prefer attempting to play a season in spring 2021. The Big Ten was the first conference to announce it would move to a conference-only schedule a number of weeks ago. I speak for myself, but I'm going to say it. You're not going to have a season, I'm afraid. And that is going to be costly, we know, but the health of the person is more than the health of ratings. And speaking of health, well, Another COVID-19 hit Cleveland home on Sunday for violating Major League Baseball's coronavirus health and safety protocols, according to Ken Rosenthal of The Athletic. Plesac violated the team rules and league protocols by reportedly going out with friends in Chicago on Saturday. Cleveland is in Chicago for a series against the White Sox and the Cubs, and as a result of breaking protocol, Plesac will be quarantined for 72 hours and tested daily for COVID-19. He made his scheduled start on Saturday against the White Sox and threw 6 scoreless innings. This is the first known instance of a player being punished for violating the league's health and safety protocols. The Indians taking quick action with Plesac should help prevent any chance of exposure to the rest of the team and the club's traveling party. But according to the CDC, the incubation period for COVID-19 can extend up to 14 days, with an average length of 4 to 5 days from the time of exposure to development of symptoms. Now, an updated COVID-19 health and safety protocols announced by the league. All 30 Major League Baseball teams were required to travel with a compliance officer who ensures that the team staff and players adhere to the league's health and safety protocols. Now, already in the 2020 MLB season, the Cardinals and Marlins have already suffered COVID-19 outbreaks and 27 games have been postponed. Anyway, we continue. We continue to give the headlines and everything else. I told you it's going to be a big day, and it is. We're on until 1:45. That's right. And on Monday, we're going back to an hour. So there you go. Okay. In the PGA Championship, well, he made history, but it's only the beginning. Leaderboard and some of the biggest names in the sport with a pair of all-time shots on the back nine. 23-year-old Colin Morikawa pulled off a shocker, a stunner, shooting a 664 in the final round at TPC Harding Park to win the 2020 PGA Championship. Morikawa solidified his role as the face of golf's youth movement, finishing 2 shots clear of the field at 13 under for the tournament to capture the first major of his career in just his second opportunity. Now, with the victory, Morikawa joins Jack Nicklaus, 63, Tiger Woods, 99, and Rory McIlroy in 2012 as a Wanamaker Trophy holders at age 23. He's the 3rd youngest player to win the PGA Championship in the stroke play era and also the 9th golfer to win the event in his debut. And the Associated Legends is far from what will be remembered from his win in San Francisco. It'll be how Morikawa took championship hanging and snatched it from the game's biggest names with some of the best shot making we've seen in recent championship history. Now, it started at 14 when he rebounded from a bad second shot to chip in for birdie and break the logjam at 10 under. That had been the ceiling for much of the afternoon. That lead had been touched by as many as 7 players throughout the day, but Morikawa's spin created a leader that they all had to chase. Then Morikawa delivered a drive that will go down as one of the best shots in PGA Championship history. His tee shot at 16, the 294 drivable par 4 that created the ultimate risk-reward balance for all of the leaders down the stretch, was hit on a perfect line that tucked snug to 7 feet. Morikawa followed that epic drive with an eagle putt to put the tournament on ice. What a tournament, and what a win for Morikawa. Anyway, we continue on. We got no commercials here. We got more. And Here we go. All right, let's keep going. And, well, in Major League Baseball, well, as we said, there was going to be some danger for baseball to be played without fans, and sure enough, we had once and now twice. There's been another dust-up in Major League Baseball that involves the Houston Astros. This time around, in the midst of getting knocked around by first-place Oakland Athletics, again, a fight broke out when a player charged the Astros dugout on his own. Ramon Laureano, the A's center fielder, was hit by a pitch 2 straight plate appearances on Sunday and was obviously not happy about it. The second one was a breaking ball, and those are never purpose pitches, but no player accepts a second straight hit by pitch without showing outward disgust, save for maybe the plate-hogging Cubs. The plate-hogging Cubs first baseman Anthony Rizzo. Still, for what reason, members of the Astros dugout started yelling at Laureano, and that spurred Laureano to charge them with a full head of steam. That coach urging Laureano to bring it on was hitting coach Alex Clinton. Now, this was some awful decision-making. The coaches are supposed to be the adults in the room, and you got a coach goading an opposing player into charging for a fight with the league desperately trying to stay on the field amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Cintron wasn't the only one yelling either. They need to be better than that. Speaking of which, Laureano had better keep himself under control. We saw Joe Kelly get an 8-game suspension for missing Alec Bregman's head and making some childish faces last month. Laureano and likely Cintron are surely staring a 10-game suspension or more, maybe 15. The league is using excessive-looking suspensions as a deterrent in this 60-game season, so you better believe they're going to get hit hard. Meanwhile, the A's look like the best team in baseball, sort of. And Laureano is hitting .278, .406, and .519. Excellent defender and good enough base runner that with the above offensive numbers, he's leading the A's this season. To lose him for something like 20% of the season will hurt, but something like that is now on the horizon. Maybe now MLB will say, maybe we should have brought some fans. Maybe. All right. Let's get to the MLB, kiddies. Here we go. Here we go. We got some Major League Baseball scores. Anyway, let's get to it. We had one suspension, not of a player, but of a game. The Orioles and Nationals played 6 innings before play was suspended. Orioles lead 5-2, 5-7-0 for the Orioles. Nationals 2-5-0. Let's go for some final scores. Shallst we? I think we shallst. The Atlanta Braves beat the Philadelphia Phillies 5-2, 5-9-0 for the Braves, 2-3-0 for the Phils. Metzek for the Braves gets a win. He's 2-0. Guerrero splits them up 1-1 for the Phils, and Melicon gets his 3rd save for the Braves. Melicon, in fact, is one of the players of the game. He pitched pretty good. 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, no earned runs, no strikeouts, and no walks. Well, Metzek, the lead pitcher, who won, as we say, 1 2/3 innings, goose egg hits, goose egg earned runs, 1 strikeout, and 2 walks. Mets beat the Marlins 4-2, 4-8-1 for the Mets, 2-9-2 for the Marlins. DeGrom gets the win for the Mets. He's 2-0. Lopez splits them 1-1. for the Marlins in the loss, and Lugo gives the Mets his third save. DeGrom is one of the players of the game. He pitched 5 full, gave up 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Lugo also garnered some little nods of player of the game. Pitched 1 inning, gave up no hits, no earned runs, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. Tampa Bay Rays defeated New York Yankees 4-3, 4-8-1 for the Rays, 3-7-0 for the Yanks. Thompson gets the win for the Rays. He's 1-0. Britton gets the loss. He's 0-1. Paxton gives the Yankees another player of the game. 6 1/3 innings, gave up 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 11 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Thompson, Tampa Bay pitcher, pitched 1 inning, gave up no hits, no earned runs, no strikeouts, and no walks. Red Sox over Blue Jays 5-3, 5-4-2 for the Sox, 3-6-2 for the Jays. Barnes splits them. He's 1-1. Hatch, well, lost his biggie. He's 0-1. Yovalde for Boston, the pitcher, 6 full innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 10 strikeouts, no walks. Shoemaker, the Toronto pitcher, 6 full, gave up 3 hits, 2 earned runs, got 6 strikeouts. Tigers, wow. What a shot for Detroit. 2-1 over the Pirates. 2-4-0 for the Tigers, 1-6-0 for the Pirates. Turnbull gets his second win of the season. Rodriguez gets his first loss. And Jimenez gets his 5th save for the Tigers. In fact, Jimenez, one of the players of the game. 1 inning, no hit, no earned runs, 2 strikeouts, and no walks. That's right. No walks. Turnbull pitched 7 full, gave up 5 hits, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. Kansas City Royals over the Minnesota Twins, 4-2, 4-8-1 for Royals, 2-7-0 for Twins. Singer even up, 1-1. Barrios 1-2, and Barlow gets his first save. Barlow for Kansas City, the pitcher, pitched 1 full inning, gave up no hits, no earned runs, 2 strikeouts, and no walks. Singer for Kansas City, the pitcher, kicked up 5 full, gave up 5 hits, 2 earned runs, got 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Brewers over the Reds, 9-3, 9-10-0 for the Brews, 3-8-1 for the Reds. Suter gets the win for the Brews. He's 2-0. Gray suffers a big loss, 3-1. Yelich, the Milwaukee Milwaukee left fielder, 2 for 3, 2 runs, a homer, triple, 3 runs batted in, and 2 walks. Winker for Cincinnati, designated hitter, 3 for 4, 2 runs, home run, a double, and 2 RBIs. All right, here we go. Here we go. Rangers over the Angels, 7-3, 7-10-0 for the Rangers, 3-6-1 for the Angels. Lynn gets the win for Rangers. He's 2-0. Heaney splits him at 1-1. Lynn for Texas, the pitcher, 5-0. 5 full. 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, and 3 walks. La Stella for the Angels, first baseman, 1 for 4, run, a homer, 2 ribs, and a walk. Mariners over the Rockies, 5-3, 5-6-0 for the Mariners, 3-7-2 for the Rockies. Sheffield gets his win, first win for him after 2 losses. Marquez for the Rockies splits him at 2-2. Williams gets his 3rd save for the Mariners. Sheffield for Seattle, the pitcher, pitched 6 full, gave up 4 hits, no earned runs, 7 strikeouts, no walks. Marquez for Colorado, 7 full, gave up 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. Athletics over the Astros. They not only won the fight, they won the game. 7-2, 7-7-0 for the Athletics, 2-6-0 for the Astros. Luzardo gets his first win for the Athletics. Javier gets his first loss. Splits them 1-1, and Smith gets the save. In fact, Smith pitched 3 innings for Oakland. gave up 1 hit, no earned run, 4 strikeouts, and no walks. Luzardo for Oakland goes 5 2/3, gives up 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Padres over the Diamondbacks 9-5. What a way to make a living. 9-11-0 for the Pods, 5-5-0 for the DBs. LeMay gets his win for the Pods. He's 2-0. Bumgardner still trying for that elusive first win. He's 0-3 for the Diamondbacks. Machado for the Pods, third baseman, 2 for 4, 2 runs, 2 home runs, and 2 ribs. LeMay for San Diego, the pitcher, 6 2/3. Gave up a hit and an earned run, got 11 strikeouts and no walks. Dodgers over the Giants, 6-2, 6-7-0 for the Dodgers, 2-2-0 for the Giants. McGee got his first win for the Dodgers, while Rogers, well, he's 1-3. He's win 1, loss 3. McGee, the Dodgers pitcher, pitched 1 full, gave up no hits, no earned runs, 1 strikeout, no walks. Gosman pitched 6 1/3, gave up 3 hits, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts, and no walks. Braves, Phillies. Braves took it to the Phillies again, 8-0, 8-14-0 for the Braves, 0-4-0 for the Phillies. Fried was super good, 3-0. And Howard stunk it up. He's 0-1. Freeman, the Atlanta first baseman, went 3 for 4. 3 runs, a homer, double, triple, and 3 RBIs. And Freed, the pitcher, 5 innings full, 8 hits. No, not 8 hits. 4 hits, no earned runs, 6 strikeouts, and 1 walk. And a final in 10 innings, the Indians beat up on the White Sox 5-4, 5-7-0 for the Indians. 4-6-1 for the White Sox. Matan gets his first win for the Indians. He's 1-0. Cordero still looking for his first win. He's 0-1. And Perez gets his first save. Giolito for the White Sox pitched 7 full. Gave up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 9 strikeouts, 5 walks. Bieber pitched 6 full. Gave up 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks. Cubs Cardinals were weathered out, as it were. And that's your baseball scoreboard. How about the NBA? How about the NBA? All the NBA scores. And ooh la 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 la. Here we go, go, go. And here we go. Rebounds, 6 assists. Basley for Oklahoma City, 23 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. Raptors over the Grizzlies, 108-99. Brooks for Memphis, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Sidecam for Toronto, 26 points, 1 rebound, and 3 assists. Now, the Spurs over the Pelicans, 122-113. DeRozan for San Antonio, 27 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Redick for New Orleans, 31 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. A final in overtime, Celtics over the Magic, 122-119. Vukovic for Orlando, 26 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist. Haywood for Boston, 31 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Trailblazers over the 76ers, 124-121. Richardson for Philly, 34 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Lillard for Portland, 51 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists. Rockets over the Sacramento Kings, 129-112. Rivers for Houston, 41 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Fox for Sacramento, 26 points, 2 rebounds, and 9 assists. And the Brooklyn Nets beat up on the LA Clippers, 129-120. LeVert for Brooklyn, 27 points, 4 rebounds, 13 assists. Leonard for the Clips, 39 points, 2 rebounds, and 6 assists. Wahoo. What a game.
She should be where she belongs, at home, doing the laundry, or scrubbing the bathroom floor, but certainly not looking.
Yep, what's left? Because we're on a bit late, because we were just breathing happily. All right, here we go. Excuse me.
I appreciate your comments.
All right, here we go. Sorry about that, kid. What the hell? What the hell happened? Sorry about that. I had to wipe the old schnoz and didn't want to do that on camera. Here are the NHL scores for last night. The number 2 ranked Capitals beat up on the number 1 ranked Bruins 2-1. Your 3 stars were Holtby for Washington, Oshie for Washington, and DeBrusk for Boston. Final in a shootout. The number 1 ranked Blues beat up on the number 5 ranked Stars. No, excuse me, check that. The Stars beat the Blues 2-1. Allen for St. Louis, Pavlevsky for Dallas, and Kudobin for Dallas. Your 3 stars. Columbus has put the Maple Leafs on ice. They beat them 3-0, and they win the series 3-2. Korpisalo for Columbus, Ręczynski for Columbus, and Foudy for Columbus. Your 3 stars. And that is that for that. Coming up, Phase 2 details of the NBA Draft Lottery. Oh, would you like that? I'm glad you would. I just want to tell you this. So, who gets let's tell you the details of the NHL Draft Lottery, and this is a big one, kiddies. This is, really, would you like to? 2 of the 2020 NHL Draft Lottery will lottery on Tuesday, set to take place. Locus, New Jersey, no fans present due to the pandemic. Now, the 8 teams from Stanley Cup qualifiers that do not advance will be in the running to be selected first overall in Phase 2, with each team having the same odds at 12.5%. The teams will be represented by 1 ball each. After the team with the number 1 pick is selected, the 7 not chosen will be assigned draft positions 9 through 15 in inverse order of their point percentages. During Phase 1, Team E won the first draw despite only a 2.5% chance of being picked. Team E is the placeholder for one of the 8 teams still in play and held the number 12 position during Phase 1. Phase 2 would only occur if one of the teams still in play was selected. The June 26 event also determined the next 2 selections, which went to the Kings of Los Angeles at number 2 and the Ottawa Senators at number 3, thanks to a previous trade with San Jose. And we all know what happened to Detroit. They went number 4. The results of the rest of the Stanley Cup playoffs will determine selection 16 to 31. Okay, we've done that part.
Hot water. Having First American is like having...
Okay, let's skip the preliminaries. And we tell you, let's give you right now the winner of big old weekend in Michigan International Speedway outside Brooklyn, or inside Brooklyn, Michigan, the Irish Hills of Brooklyn, nowhere near Detroit. It was more in Jackson. And let's give you the result. Kevin Harvick went 2 for 2. He dominated the weekend, not only winning the in today's race, the Consumers Energy 400. Here's the old big top 10, and here they are, the number 10 team, the number 10, 1 through 10, I'm trying to say. And traditional Jerry Mathers slot, the last place or the final intro, as it were. Martin Truex Jr. third, Kyle Busch fourth, Joey Logano fifth, Eric Amarola was sixth, Matt DiBenedetto seventh, Austin Dillon eighth, Chase Elliott ninth, Kurt Busch 10th, and the Beaver went to Brad Keselowski, last place. Okay. Was that fun or was that fun? That was fun. Now, let's give you one more little tidbit. It's scoreboard time. And that's right, folks. The scoreboard of selected vision. And just in time to give. Okay, let's give you what we can. The subjecto. So here we go. And here we go. Let's go to it. And here we go. Okay. Let's get some scores, and then we're going to get out of here. We're doing pretty good, aren't we? Yes. Don't worry, folks. By Monday, we'll have things back to normal. I'll have the scores simply put on, and whoa, we got a lot. So let's go to it. Bottom up. San Juan over St. George's FC 3-0. Marseille over Nims 1-0. Stocker over VfL Osnabrück 5-1. We have a 1-1 tie with Corendi and Marxabluck. Sturm Graz defeated Lizen 2-0. Chatero over Romoratin 2-0. Tikviz over Placovia 2-0. Vardeforno over Titkis 4-2. Zwol over Heracles 1-0. Wolof over Bretzenheim 2-1. Bremer and Nemmerhorst 1-up. Fredeloven over Berchtesgaden 6-4. Velbert over Frenchen 1-0. Niederweigen over Westphalia Hern 8-3. Cray and Arminia tied at 2. Preschenhut Munster over Hammersvag 1-0. Victoria and Weisberg Brick tied at 1. Bomberg over Duren 2-0. Voldenham a 2-1 winner over Grafschlapp. Feyenoord over Sparta Rotterdam 3-0. PSV over Uerdingen 3-0. Hertha Berlin over Dynamo Dresden 3-2. We got a Goose Egger. Kosovar and Brigannia Strip Goose Eggs. Werder Bremen over Braunschweig 2-0. Hilden over Wuppertaler 1-0. Rottenberger over Armand Vegasek 4-1. Pleasant over Paradusp 4-0. And Emmelshausen over Andersnach 4-0. Emmenpetel over Kronenberger 2-0. That is your soccer friendly. Basketball, we've already done that. Baseball, Nippon Ham Fighters over the Cebu Lions 2-0. 2-8-0 Ham Fighters, 1-5-0 Lions. Verhagen for the Ham Fighters gets win his fourth. He's 4-1. Honda for the Lions loses his fourth. Chibalati Marins over the Oric Buffaloes 4-0. 4-6-1 Marins. 0-3-0 Buffaloes. Albers for the Buffaloes gets his fourth loss. And only 2 wins. Nakamura for the Marins gets his first win. We ended up in a tie. Yomiuri Giants and Shinichi Dragons tied at 2-6-0 for the Dragons, 2-5-1 for the Giants. No winner, no loser there. The Fukuoka Silverhawks blanked the Rocket Eagles 5-0, 5-6-0 Hawks, 0-3-1 Eagles. Fukui for Rakuten gets his first loss. Bando gets his second win. He's 2-1. Hanshin Tigers over to Hiroshima Carp 5-1, 5-6-0 Tigers. 1-3-1 Carp. Endo gets the big loss there. He splits 2-2. And Akiyama gets the win. He's 4-1. The Yokohama Bay Stars blanked the Yakut Swallows 4-0, 4-7-0 for the Bay Stars, 0-4-0 Swallows. Yamanaka for the Swallows, first loss in Taira gets his third win. In South Korea baseball, it was KT Wiswang over the Hanwha Eagles, 6-3, 6-12-1 for the Swan, 3-8-0 for the Eagles. NC Dinos over the Kia Tigers, 8-1, 8-14-1 for Dinos, 1-4-0 for Tigers. Kaiwoon Heroes over the LG Twins, 2-1, 2-7-0, and 1 for the Heroes, 1-4-3 for the Twins. And that, ladies and gentlemen, wraps that up. That's right. It not only wraps that up, it's going to it is going to literally wrap it up for us here on our little show. We'll be back tomorrow night, same time, not same time, 11:15 tomorrow for a big hour of sports power. Yeah, who cares about 45 minutes? We're back at 11:15 p.m. in the East with an hour. We hope you'll join us. I'm Steve the Baxman Baxley for everybody here at the L2C Sports Ranch and the L2C Sports Final. Thank you for joining us. This has been a presentation of the L2 of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network and the L2C Sports folks. Thank you, everybody. May your favorite team always be a winner. And from all of us here at the L2C Sports, good night, America, wherever and whomever you is. Good night.